Hello guys, welcome to the Time Bomb channel. I'm your host, the Bombardier. Got a little watch review for you today. Just before I begin, just wanted to say not getting paid for this review. It's purely personal opinion and personal view, designed to help you guys make a call as to whether or not to buy things, specifically watches in this case. Really appreciate your feedback, thoughts on if you own the watch, if you've got a similar experience to me. I buy most of my things online. Obviously everything's closed at the moment, and so sometimes the image that we see portrayed online doesn't quite look the same as it does in the fleshy flesh. Which is why I'm making this video today. And our watch of the day today is the Seiko 5 Sports model SRPD79K. Just popping out of the box here. I bought this one through an online store in the UK a couple of months back. It was sold out pretty much everywhere in the UK. I think I got around a 10% discount on it. And spoiler alert, yeah, I've sold it already. I'll go into details as to why that is as we progress through. Buddy at work saw it. He fell in love with it, kind of similar to what happened to me when I saw it in line. Anyway, so yeah, this is the Seiko Sports 5 SRPD79K1. There's around 34 models of the Sports 5 available, in the UK. So it's kind of the candy shop watch of options. You get it in the size, shape, color, smell, whatever you want. There's also a plethora of info videos out there about Seiko watches in general. I'm not going to bore you with the details of the millimeters and the movements and everything like that. If you want to learn those things, you can find it elsewhere. Also presented by guys who really know their onions. So I'm going to leave it to them to get into that level of detail. This is more about sort of what my experience was and where I'm at with it now. So as you can see, the strap is aftermarket. I bought this one from Uncle Seiko. It's the waffle design. Absolutely superb. Really nice quality strap. I wish the bloody thing fitted onto some of my other watches because I'd bung it on there without hesitation. The strap that it actually came on was this little NATO, which is awful quality. I struggle to find anything good to say about it. The material feels sort of like abrasive. It's just really not comfortable on the wrist. I took it off straight away, and that's when my problems began. In order to get the Uncle Seiko on here, I tried for an evening, couldn't get it on. Spring bars bending, going all over the place. Took it into a watch shop the next day. Guy fiddled around with it for about 45 minutes. He admitted defeat. Gave it to his boss, who said, yeah, all right, I'll have a go this afternoon, come back tomorrow. Went back tomorrow and he'd managed it. Shaking his head, saying he'd never had an experience like that. And yeah, it's just primarily because the drilled holes in the lugs here are misaligned on both sides. So I like to swap my straps out on a regular basis. So yeah, I can't do that with this one. So I was really peed off in the first instance. It doesn't have a screw down crown. I knew that before I bought it, but when I got it, I was kind of like, it really doesn't feel like I want to take this anywhere wet. I'm sure it's got gaskets in it that work particularly well, but it just puts the zap on my head, and yeah, it just annoys the hell out of me. The bezel action, I think, is really quite nice. It's tight. It feels secure. It feels like you're not going to knock it out of place if you're using it to time anything. Yeah, so that's a positive. The alignment, chapter ring, etc. I think is out. The bezel is actually kind of small for my fingers. I struggle to get the bloody thing moving around here. Yeah, So yeah, I mean standard Seiko stuff in that sense. It's got a nice exhibition case back on there, but the movement I don't think is that pretty. To that you really want to be looking at it every day. It's okay. It's okay. It's not quite a tourbillon, but there you go. I didn't buy it for that either. I think I bought into the hype. Fell in love with the the stealth model. It fitted my stealth fantasies. Got it. Messed around with the strap. That annoyed me. And then several other things, just sort of like started to get on my nerves, and so I got to the point that right now I'm selling this. It kind of feels somewhat fragile. I think for the price point, I bought something for exactly the same price, and it is dun 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 the Helm Kuroburi. Nothing negative to say about this. It's a monster. It's a beast. It's beautiful. The wrist presence, the build quality, everything about it, just screams uber sexy watch. And the Seiko 5 Sports there model sort of screams, yeah, something. I'm not quite sure what it screams. Anyway, as I say, so you've got a vast range, 34 different models. Pick the one you want, which is also kind of why I'm giving this the other nickname of the Tinder watch. You scroll through shed loads of images of things that look great. You actually then sort of pick them up in the fleshy flesh, and it sort of disappoints almost instantaneously. So I'm not hanging on to it. If I was to recommend this for anyone, I would recommend it for teenagers. I think it's a perfect teenager watch. I'm going to upset a lot of guys out there, I know. Apologies for that. If my little nephew said to me, "Uncle Bombardier, please buy me a watch for Christmas," this is the one I'd get him. I'm sure he'd be super stoked. He'd be really happy until he was around, 16, 18 years old, and then he'd be like, "Okay, I think I need something a little less childlike. Give me something a little bit more serious." At which point, I'd probably throw him a well-used Kuroburi and say, "There you go, mate. That's going to last you a bloody lifetime." Lost my train of thought there. So I think price point, quality, value, is not great. I think there are far superior watches out there. Seiko do far superior watches. If you're in doubt, save up your cash. Invest in something better, something bigger, something more beautiful, and something that's going to produce less feelings of nausea in you when you try and mess around with it and realize, you could have done a lot better. Let me just pop it on the wrist for you. It's a little difficult to get a loom shot today, primarily because the fact it's a beautiful sunny day outside. I'm not going to sit here in the dark. My wrist is 7.25. I think without this Uncle Seiko waffle on there, I think it's something else. I think the strap turns it into something really quite acceptable for most people. You could wear it at work underneath the shirt sleeve on a Sunday with your Hawaiian shirt, and it's probably going to look all right for many people. Doesn't fit the doesn't fit the requirement list for me though at this stage. As I say, some good things to say about it, but I think overall I'm pretty underwhelmed. I think Seiko could have done something totally different with this. Not necessarily, duplicate the SKX. As I say, I'm not an SKX fanboy, but do something else that gives people a little bit more value for money, and makes it a whole lot spicier than actually what it is. All right, guys. So let me know what you think. Do you own one? Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Should we time bomb this, or should we recommend to buy? Let me know what you think. Thanks very much indeed for your time, guys. I'm going to pop up another review pretty soon. And this is the Time Bombardier, your host, signing out. Cheers, guys.